Hello and welcome to 101 Ideas for Minecraft Learners. In this episode I'm calling it the Creeper Quiz. And you'll see why in just a moment. Let's turn around and show you behind me. I'm in a redstone ready world, pre-made, it's nice and flat all around, and that's basically so we can get lots of space so we can see what we're doing. Now this map uses something called game rules, and game rules allow us to do some very interesting things. For example, this map uses creepers, and as we know, creepers can cause a lot of damage. So we're going to do a couple of things to prevent any kind of damage to the map, but we'll be able to still blow up our players should they encounter a creeper within the map. So let's just let's put my my thing back on. So first of all, let's also do something called time, set, and then day, and make sure it's a nice warm, lovely, sunny day. And let's do the first game rule. So now, if I want to stick it to day, make sure it stays day forever, I can do this. I can put game rule, and then we can command block output. If we tab, we can go through all the kind of commands that the game rules have. Game rule do daylight cycle, and we'll say false. Okay, and press return. That means that it will now the day cycle will stop. It will be permanently fixed at this time. So there's going to be no more time. Okay, that's useful because if you don't want things to spawn at night, it's a really good way of doing it. Another game rule is game rule. Do fire trick. Do mob loot. Do mob spawning. We can actually say false for that as well. Okay, and that will prevent anything from being spawned, anything at all, you know, all sorts of chickens, cows, slimes, anything at all. That will prevent any new mobs being spawned. We can spawn mobs, and I'll show you how to do that later on in the video. And then finally, the last game rule is this one, which is the really cool one. So game rule, and then we want to do mob griefing. False. And that means that should a creeper appear and blow up in our face, it won't actually damage our environment around us. So let's give you an example, and I'll just get into game mode 1, grab myself a creeper, and there we go. So there's our creeper. Let's go back to game mode 0, and Oh, and as you see, as it blowed up, as it blew up, the environment wasn't damaged, but I got a little bit of damage myself. So that's a really nice little way of making this map functional, making sure all our quiz and all our materials are not damaged at all. So this episode we have a quiz. Let's go up here, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the quiz here. So it says here, question: what is 4 times 3? And just on the left here, I've got a little example of 4 blocks in a row, and they're 3 deep. So if you wanted to, you could actually come in and count all of them. And when I played it with my 6-year-old, that's exactly what he did. He kind of went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then he went along here, and he looked at the answer, and I've got 3 potential answers. I've got the number 12, I've got the number 8, and I've got the number 16. So he kind of went, well, it's number 12. And a little, hey, he got it right, and it says you're correct in the background too. Now, so it's basically a quiz. Okay, and you've got 3 answers. Now we've got a maths question here, but really it could be any question at all, as long as it could fit on a sign. You could ask any question with multiple choice answers. Now if we were to answer maybe wrong, look what happens. Oh goodness me, creeper comes in, and it's called wrong, try again. Oh, and if you're too near, he's gonna blow you up. So I'll just respawn. Fantastic. So that's how this works. Now let's show you how to make it. So round the back, and you can see in my little bar down here, I've got some command blocks. So let's also change my game mode. So game mode 1, and I'll just break these so you can kind of see underneath as well. So that one's got 2. So all it is we've got signs with buttons, and the buttons are connected to command blocks in the background here. So this is the right answer, so that's the question one there. As we can break that out, you can see there's the question one. And here we've got 2 command blocks, one at the bottom and one at the top. Now, because they are pressing, and let's just go here, because they're pressing this button here, it's energizing this block here, which means that any command blocks that are connected to this block will be activated. So I've got one block at the bottom there, which says, say, and then whatever you want it to say. So in this case, you're correct. And then this one, oh my goodness me, we've got all this kind of nonsense. But what this is actually doing is this is some code that actually summons a firework. Let's go right back to the beginning and we'll go through it very slowly. So it says / summon firework rocket entity at, and then these are interesting, tilde, 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 and after the middle one it's got 3. So that stands for kind of X, which is the X coordinate, the Y coordinate up and down, and the Z coordinate the other way around from X. And then we've got a lot of code which relates to how that firework should behave. So it's got a lifetime of 20, it's got an explosion of type flicker, and it's got a trail, and it's got colours, it's got a load of numbers. It's got a lot of fade colours as well, and we've got these square brackets and curly brackets as well. Okay, now you're thinking, Adam, I am a bit busy, I can't learn code. I can't learn code like that. Well, don't worry, you don't have to. Let's just show you the next one. I've got a special way you could be able to do all this without even having to learn the code yourself. All you need to do is think about, how cool it would be to have this as a quiz for your students, or maybe you could make up your own quiz for your friends as well. Maybe you'd like to do something like at school, or for your home education friends too. So this one is summon a creeper, and we can summon it, and it's the X is -2, the Y is 1, so it's 1 up, and the Z is just whatever it is. And the way I know which way things are pointing is because in this snapshot, if I press F3, you see my reticule right in the middle. It's that thing right in the middle. Usually it's a cross, but now it's these 3 colours. It's green, and it's blue, and it's red. Red stands for X. So X positive is in this direction. Okay, I'm going forward. X positive is that direction. Z positive is in this direction. And Y positive is obviously up. And Y negative is down. So if I want my creeper to spawn just here, it's going to spawn it relative to the command block. That's what the tildes really do. So it's going to be on the X, and it's going to be in the -1, 2. So let's have a look at that again. Go right back to the beginning. -2, 1 up, so it's 1 up, so it drops down. So let's just have a little look at that, see if it actually works, and you'll see it. You see it drop down just there, and also it's got a special name on it as well. Wrong try again is called. Okay, and he's going to blow up in your face, which is pretty cool. So let's put some of this stuff back together again. Okay, we're going to need a there we go. So it's all quite simple, okay? But how do we get all that lovely code in the background? Well, code for fireworks and code for the creeper actually come from a special website. So let's just go over to the website and I'll show you where I can get this stuff from. So if we go to minecraftupdates.com/fireworks, we can actually create, we've got this amazing thing, and it's how to create a custom fireworks of the fireworks generator. So we've got explode time 20. We've got its position, and I might want mine up a little bit, so I'm going to say 3 up, okay. You can specify direction, but I'm going to just leave that blank, and we can, let's make it kind of start with green and then have a fade color of like purpley color. A trail, yes. A flicker, yes. Okay, and we might even have a large ball. Let's have a creeper face first. Make sure the creeper's kind of dark green maybe, and ends up with a yellow with a flicker. And then we just press generate. And look down the bottom, it's generated all that delicious code. So we can just copy that. Go back into Minecraft. I'm going to put a command block down over here. Open it up. And Control V will paste that in. Press done. Go grab yourself a button. Shift click it on the right hand side. I'm going to press F3 to get rid of all that stuff. And whoa, look at that, amazing. Let's try that again. Wow, brilliant. So that looks amazing. Ooh, fantastic. So that's how to create a kind of a well done bit. So that was this block here. That kind of creates the amazing firework, kind of congratulatory firework. And down the bottom, I also wanted to say you are correct. So the next one is we've got some creepers, and again that's a long bit of code. So let's go back to that website, and I'll show you how to create that code really easily. So here we are back at Minecraft updates / fireworks, and if we look at the top bar here, we can say the summon command tool. So I'm going to click on that, and now we can how to summon custom mobs with the summon command generator. So you can actually select any kind of mob, okay, from a skeleton to a ghast. Ghast might be a tiny bit big, but I wanted a creeper. I can give it a custom name. Let's call this one Hello World. Oh no, let's go Goodbye World. Goodbye World. You can actually have it as powered or normal. Powered is, you know, when they're struck by lightning. If you've never seen that, give it a go. It could be quite good fun. It's got blast radius, it's got a fuse time, it's got an ignition. It can be spawned and ignited at the same time. You can have all sorts of other stuff as well. But I'm just going to generate that. There's our summon creeper. I'm going to select all, copy that, and go back into Minecraft. So here we are back into Minecraft, and there's wrong try again. So let's just get a sword, and I don't want you to turn up when I don't want you to. Sorry about that. Okay. Delete all this. Control V, remember, rather than Command V, and press done. Get a button on the front, and there it is. Goodbye world. So there he is. There's our delicious looking creeper summoned. Now again, to change where he gets summoned relative to that command block, you would change this. So if we want him a bit further away, we just say 2. Okay, so I'm going to press done. Now if we press another again, he ends up there. And he ends up there because if I press F3, we can see X is positive in that direction. So, you know, use this within Snapshot. If you're not too sure, you will always get kind of you will always get your X, Y, and Z coordinates over here. He's looking at me, and that's how you can do it. So let's just recap on what we've done. So this is called Mob Quiz, and it's a fun way to create a quiz in Minecraft. I've started off with an easy kind of maths question, but you could be any question, a history question, something that you might have already covered, a topic that you might have already covered. We've got multiple answers, so it's multiple choice, and we've got one right answer, which will give us a positive firework and also a kind of positive affirmation, you're correct. And we've got 2 wrong answers, which will spawn a horrible creeper who will explode in your face if your game mode, of course, is 0. I hope everybody's enjoyed this episode, and if you've got any questions, do leave them in the comments below. I will be making sure that I will link in Minecraft updates for those amazing places where you can actually get the summon code, and you can create your own stuff. So if you create any kind of interesting quizzes and things like that, do leave them in the comments below. Do link it in as well, and I'll have a little go at playing them too. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.